God's advice today. This message was lovingly prepared to bring peace and guidance to your heart. If it touches you, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll keep receiving uplifting content. Stay with us until the end. We've prepared something special with great care. Discover something life-changing. In the first comment, I left a special prayer and an opportunity that could open doors you never imagined. God said, "My dear child, listen to me carefully. Nothing you have faced has been in vain. Every pain, every tear, every silent prayer was heard by me, even when you thought heaven was silent. I am the God who sees what is hidden, who knows the battles fought in the silence of your heart, and who never forgets a single detail of your story. When you thought about giving up, I was by your side, holding you with invisible hands and blowing hope amid the chaos. Do not think the time of waiting was wasted. It was there that I strengthened your roots, even when everything seemed barren." Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour over you daily. It all begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take toward this journey not only benefits you but also supports our channel and the dedicated team that brings this valuable content to you. Don't wait any longer to start this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and begin your path toward a fuller and more abundant life. Now listen, the time of harvest, of answer, of the turnaround you have been waiting for is coming. Fear no more, for the new I have prepared is already beginning to bloom. I am the one who transforms the desert into a garden and turns tears into a hymn of victory. My son, your name is engraved in the palms of my hands, and nothing can erase what I have already determined for your life. Trust me and walk with faith, because the impossible that surrounded you will be overcome by my power. I have loved you with an everlasting love, therefore I have continued my faithfulness to you. Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 3. I am faithful, and I am here, now. Comment, the love of God is my shelter in difficult days. I have seen your attempts, your silent tears, and the discouragement that tried to settle when everything seemed stuck. But the dreams you thought were lost did not die. They are alive in my heart, preserved with care, watered by my grace, maturing in the perfect rhythm of eternity, to bloom at the exact moment you are ready to receive them. It is not just about achieving blessings, but about becoming someone capable of sustaining them with maturity, humility, and gratitude. The transformation to come does not start outside of you but within, in the silence of the soul, in the secret place of surrender, where I shape your character with my love and give you spiritual strength to bear the weight of the promise. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 and 6. My plan is greater than your expectations, but it requires a heart that is free, healed, willing to leave behind what no longer builds you up. Walk confidently. I am ahead, making ways where there are none, preparing the stage for the new that is about to be revealed. Comment, I trust in God, who sees and cares for my heart. There are old wounds in you that still cry out for healing. You have learned to smile even with a tired soul, to keep going even when inside everything screamed for help. There are pains you have repressed for so long that you almost forgot them, but they are still there, shaping your gestures, your decisions, your absences. But I see beyond the surface. I am not interested in healing only what shows, but what hides. I want to go deep, to the roots of your pain, where even you have not dared to touch. I am the God who penetrates the layers of the soul, who restores where no one else can reach. Open your interior to me. Do not fear showing me your broken parts, for it is there that my light wants to dwell. I did not come just to repair, I came to redeem. It is not about fixing what was damaged, but about rebuilding with glory what seemed lost. Comment, I trust in God's love, He is my refuge. Son, this is a time of purification. Not for show, but for truth. The honesty of your heart matters more to me than all the masks of holiness. Free yourself from what weighs you down, from what no longer serves, from what chains you to the past. There are cycles that must be closed with courage. There are choices that must be made with firmness. What I ask of you is not to become perfect in the eyes of men, but to be sincere before mine. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Psalm 51 verse 10. This should be your daily prayer. It is time to let go of what hurts, what stagnates, what blocks the fullness of your life. I did not create you to live in emotional prisons. The past is not a sentence. When you let go, you grow. When you give me what you don't know how to handle, I turn it into blessing. Comment, I purify my heart in the presence of God, only He knows my truth. The greatest miracles are born in the silence of surrender. You may think you are alone, that your steps have no witnesses, but know that every move you make toward truth is celebrated in heaven. When you choose to continue, even without strength, you reveal a faith that touches my heart. Therefore we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 16. Your process is underway. I am working in secret. You are like the seed that breaks in the dark to bring life, like gold that shines after passing through fire. Do not judge yourself weak for feeling tired. You are strong because even wounded, you remain. Even trembling, you walk. Even crying, you pray. It is in this silent faith that I perform my greatest works. Comment, even in silence, God is shaping me with love and purpose. Son, everything you have lived has a purpose. Nothing was in vain. Even what seemed like defeat was being used to mature you, to prepare you. You cried on nights no one saw, but I saw. You silenced pains no one heard, but I listened. And all this is about to make sense. I am aligning people, opening doors, blowing ideas, inspiring connections. Paths are being cleared, routes are being straightened. But pay attention, I will never give you something that takes you away from me. What I prepare for you is not just pleasant, it is eternal. The gifts I will entrust to you are tools of light, not trophies of vanity. Therefore, I want you to receive them with maturity and humility. Your greatness will not be in appearance but in the depth of your love. The more you reflect me, the more you will have. The more you honor me, the more authority you will have to transform the world around you. Son, my love for you cannot be measured or calculated. It is eternal, absolute, without a shadow of change. You may have made mistakes, faults, and bad choices, but none of that has altered my love. I love you because I am love, and that does not change. And because I love you so much, I refuse to let you live below what you were created to live. You were born for the extraordinary, for the light, for a destiny that exalts my name. Do not compare yourself, do not diminish yourself. Do not desire paths that are not yours. The plan I have for your life is unique. There are blessings reserved only for you. There are promises that carry your name. When you align with heaven, everything cooperates. No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love Him. 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 9. Trust. Your tomorrow has already been written with grace. Comment: God loves me without measure. His plan for me is perfect and unique. Did you know there is an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It was something that deeply impacted my life, and we would like to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each one of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you want to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to learn about our product. The link is available in the first comment so you can discover how this technique can help you on your journey as well. Your contribution helps us keep sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. I know that sometimes you feel tired of waiting, anguished by the delay, weary because you don't see results. But know this: nothing is stagnant in the spiritual realm. Every prayer you make moves the heavens. Every cry you raise reaches my throne. I am teaching you to trust, even when you don't understand, to walk, even when you don't see. I am teaching you to love without expecting anything in return, to give without measure. Because the more you empty yourself, the more I can fill. I don't want you to only reach goals, I want you to transform. The process is necessary. It prepares your heart to receive with gratitude, not pride. The time of waiting is the time of learning. And when the day of promise comes, you will know that it was my hand, not yours, that made it all happen. My son, the time has come to trust completely. The time has come to rest in me and allow me to lead your steps without fear. You don't need to have all the answers because I am the answer. You don't need to see the whole path, just take the next step in faith. What I have for you requires courage, and courage is born from trust. I know what you carry inside. I know your desire to win, your thirst for meaning, your hunger for peace. I know every unspoken prayer, every unrevealed desire, every tear swallowed in silence. And I tell you, you are not alone. I am here right beside you, guiding, healing, restoring, opening doors no one can close. The story I write with you will not be interrupted. It will be beautiful, full of light, full of truth. Walk on. The whole heaven walks with you. Comment: I trust the steps I take with God. He writes my story perfectly. Even if the ground seems uncertain and the answers don't come all at once, keep believing and trusting in me, for I am always by your side, even when you can't perceive it. In difficult decisions, at life's crossroads, I will be your faithful companion, guiding your steps and lighting the way ahead. On days when you feel weak, exhausted, or lost, I will be your unwavering strength, lifting you up with my love and care. In moments of doubt and insecurity, when fear tries to dominate your heart, I will be the light that dispels darkness, bringing peace and clarity to your mind. Never doubt my constant presence, for it does not depend on your feelings or circumstances but on my eternal promises, and I promise, I am with you always, to the very end of the age. Matthew chapter 28 verse 20. Even if people around you turn away or leave you alone, I will never abandon you. When everything seems to fail, when you feel there is no way out, remember that I will remain steadfast, your safe refuge. And when you get lost, I will be the way back, your safe harbor. In the darkest and hardest moments of your life, when everything feels too heavy and the burden almost unbearable, I want you to know with all your heart that you will never be alone. I am the constant presence, silent but firm, that remains by your side, like a protective shield and a safe harbor amid the storm. When the world around you seems to collapse, my hand will always be extended to support you, to hold you and strengthen your weary spirit. Life often appears as an endless battle, full of challenges and obstacles that seem greater than your strength, but I am your defender, your unwavering support, ready to help you overcome every difficulty, no matter how arduous it may be. Never doubt your immense worth. You are precious, unique, and loved far beyond what your eyes can see and your heart can feel. Even when everything seems lost, even when hope feels distant, I am here, inside you, sustaining your faith and lighting the flame of courage so you can move forward, always certain that better days will come. It's easy to get lost in thoughts of guilt and judgment, the inner voice that insists on pointing out your mistakes and faults. But I say to you, abandon this cruel self-criticism, for it only deepens your pain and darkens the light within you. True strength lies in recognizing your imperfections with kindness, in allowing yourself to learn and grow without carrying the heavy burden of excessive guilt. When you stop blaming yourself, you will make room for healing to blossom. Trust that the love surrounding you does not depend on what you have done or failed to do. It is unconditional and always ready to embrace and sustain you. Allow me to clear the confusion that invades your mind and muddles your thoughts. Often, fear and insecurity create a fog that prevents you from seeing the help that is available. I am here to illuminate this path, to reveal the helping hands ready to support you, the open hearts eager to welcome you without judgment. If you seek sincerely, you will find teachings that deepen your connection with me and with life, groups, and communities that foster growth, love, and understanding. Do not hesitate to draw near to these spaces. In them, you will find strength and discover new meanings for your journey. I know how much the weight of fatigue presses on your shoulders and how the burden of sadness can become a daily load that seems endless. Many times, you feel like you are carrying the whole world alone, that each dawn arrives heavy with anxiety, and that your heart feels tighter and tighter. But I want you to know that it is not your responsibility to bear all of this alone, nor do you have to start every day carrying the weight of anguish upon yourself. Allow yourself to rest, because resting is not a sign of weakness, but an act of courage and self-love. Resting means understanding that your soul needs calm to renew itself, that a pause is necessary for you to regain the strength that will propel you forward. When you find that inner calm, even if only for brief moments, you are giving yourself the chance to rise again, to breathe, and to prepare for the battles still to come. Every step you take, even if it seems small or insignificant, is an important advance in building a brighter future, a stronger and more aware version of yourself. I gave my life to show that there is hope, to show that pain can be overcome and recovery is possible for all who desire to get back up, even when the path seems long and difficult. Never doubt your worth, for I see your effort and your will to move forward, and I am always by your side to strengthen your faith and light your way. The obstacles you faced in the past, the chains that for so long held you back and made you believe you couldn't move forward, have been removed. It is time to leave behind the shadows of what once was and look toward the horizon with determination and confidence. The past does not define who you are, but what you decide to do from this moment on. Trust that a new and promising path has been prepared especially for you, a path that offers balance, fullness, and peace, far from the incessant struggles that sometimes seem to dominate your existence. This new journey was drawn with care and love, and I am with you every step of the way, ready to guide your feet to where life blooms in its most abundant form. Do not allow painful memories, doubts, or fears to stop you from moving forward, because each day is a new opportunity to start over, to reinvent yourself, and to build the life you deserve. Believe that the light shining at the end of the tunnel is not just an illusion, but the promise of better days, full of blessings and achievements that will fill your heart with joy. I will never let you walk alone, and even when you cannot feel my presence, it will be there, strong, protecting and supporting you. When difficulties arise, and they certainly will, because life is made of challenges, embrace them with courage and faith. Every challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your spirit and reaffirm your resilience. Amid the storms, you will discover an inner strength you may not have known you possessed. I am attentive to every plea of yours and, with infinite love, I pour out blessings that help transform your reality. Use trials as steps to build an inner fortress that no one can tear down. Know that no matter how stormy the night may be, the dawn of hope always arrives, bringing light and renewal. Trust that everything you are living through has a purpose, and even if you cannot see it now, every difficulty contributes to your growth and to the building of a fuller and truer life. Never forget that even when loneliness seems overwhelming, you will never truly be alone. I am by your side, a silent yet constant presence that dispels darkness and ignites the flame of hope. When tears want to fall, allow yourself the relief of that release. Crying is not a sign of weakness, but a courageous act that lightens the weight of the soul and makes room for peace to enter. In every moment of prayer, in every whispered plea, I hear you and respond by sending comfort and clarity, helping you to find back the lost balance. My presence is your safe refuge, an invisible embrace that surrounds your heart and strengthens you to keep fighting. With each new dawn, I invite you to seek me sincerely, opening your heart to share your hopes, your thanks, and even your pain. Even when the burdens of life seem too heavy and your self-confidence wavers, the simple act of reaching out and trusting is a meaningful gesture. I am always by your side, ready to hear your silent words, your prayers, and your doubts. No matter how many times you have failed or felt lost, the door of my love is always open for you to start over, because every new day is a chance to be reborn and to find renewed hope. Trust in my constant care and in the light that never goes out, even in the darkest nights of your soul. Therefore, open your heart to the serenity I offer, a peace that goes beyond human understanding, and embrace the certainty that your life is safe in my hands. Even when the world seems unstable and fear threatens to take over, remember that everything that happens is part of a greater purpose, carefully designed for your growth and happiness. Never lose hope nor allow discouragement to paralyze you. I am constantly working to provide the resources and support you need, even when you do not perceive them. Trust me, surrender your worries, and allow me to guide your steps toward a future filled with hope, love, and true peace. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.